A new era has begun for University of Hawai'i football as Norm Chow assumes leadership of the Warrior program. Excitement is already building for the 2012 season, so make sure you get the best seats possible. Place a $50 deposit for new season tickets at hawaiiathletics.com. Call 944-2697 or stop by the Stan Sheriff Center box office. Following the completion of the season ticket renewal process in June, fans will be contacted in the order that their non-refundable deposit was received. So place a deposit today.
I want to indicate to everybody that I'm not sure that this is the best way for Coach Chow to get a start here today, but we have all of you here under a little bit of false pretenses. Who I know have been reading the newspapers, and aside from certain political columnists wanting to know the full details of every penny of everybody's salary, there is a defensive coordinator that has to be made. And the coach wants you to know you're looking at it. It is with a great deal of sense of high privilege and honor that I reintroduce to Hawaii today our new head football coach, Norm Chow.
Very, very special moment. I promised I wouldn't lose it. But we're home. And I can guarantee you, what the governor said is going to come true. We've already been visited every possible recruit from the state of Hawaii. I haven't. Somebody on our staff has. And we intend to go out. As soon as we're able to go out, which is Friday, we'll probably go out Saturday and go into those homes. Because, as the governor said, it is so important for us to keep the good players at home, to represent the University of Hawaii, to represent the state of Hawaii, to represent the culture that what we're all about. As we stood from afar, many of us coached from the mainland, and saw the things that were going on at the University of Hawaii, how much we wanted to be a part of it. You will feel that passion, I promise you. You will feel that energy. You will feel it as we go on. I have to tell you, we are not in awe of the task that is ahead of us. I realize the responsibility, we realize the responsibility that we have as coaches at the University of Hawaii. We have been given some responsibility, a tremendous responsibility to make sure that our young men perform the way you want, the way we want, the way all of us want them to perform. We understand that. We also understand the daunting task that is ahead of us with that schedule that Jim Donovan decided to give us. To play on the road at USC, to play on the road at BYU, to play on the road at San Diego State, to play on the road against the Air Force Academy. Is a extremely challenging schedule. We know that. And yet we will accept that challenge because of the help that I will get from these fellows. And we will go forth. Now, we need support. If you went to San Diego State and saw their facilities, if you went to the Air Force Academy and saw their facilities, when you go to the Coliseum in Los Angeles and see the venue that they present, if we want to be, as the governor said we need to be, we need your support. We need from the biggest donor to the guy that just shows up at the ball game to enjoy and evening out. We need help, and you will see that when you go to USC. You will see 90,000 people there, all in support of what's going on. And we want to be that way. We're dedicated to be that way, but we need help. We can't do it alone. And that's why we plead with you to help us. Any way you can help us. Number one, we feel very strongly that our number one goal is to graduate student athletes. We need to graduate student athletes. And I think if you look at our track record, our own education, my wife and I showed it, you will understand how important education is to us. Number two, along the way, we're going to teach some life lessons. That's the responsibility of our assistant coaches. Football is such a unique game that it gives you the opportunity to teach discipline, to teach family, to teach working together, all of the things that allow us to be successful later on in life. Football is this long, in a college career. Lives are that long. So we need to make sure we don't lose sight of what we're teaching our young people. Number three, we're going to win ball games. We're going to chase championships, and we're going to try as hard as we can. No one's going to outwork us. I promise you no one will outwork us. I can't make a lot of promises, but I will promise you that no one's going to outwork our staff as we try to win football games. And number four, we're going to get our guys ready for the NFL. A lot of people don't agree with that, but what we want to recruit is we want to recruit young people that think they're good enough to play in the NFL. Now, how many will make it? Very few. But that's what this is for. We've taught them, hopefully they get their degrees. And those few that are fortunate enough to make the NFL will do it. That's our responsibility. That's our goal. And we need everyone's support to get that done.